All right, we're going back to Star Speedway. This is the second oval race that I've ever done, and right back to the place where I did my first one. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the last race weekend. I tried a few weeks ago to do a race, but it got rained out. We went out for practice, and then as soon as we got lined up to the grid, it started raining. So they sent us off track and dried the track, got us up on grid again, and then it started raining again. So they just canceled the night, and they were going to do a double feature the following race weekend. Unfortunately, I had a wedding to go to, so I was not able to. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend that race. So here we are back again, running Star Speedway with the car. We are in a heat race right now, and you'll see I have a car coming up my inside. I started in fourth position. I've lost a couple of spots, unfortunately. We were kind of struggling with the car this week. It was exactly the same as it was last time. I didn't change anything from the setup, but the track was just slow right out of the box. Everybody was complaining, or at least the guys that were there for the early practice were complaining that they all felt slow and their just lap times were not getting up to where they normally would be. So I think it had rained during the week. The track was a little green. It was temperature. I don't know. I don't understand the physics of it, but everybody was just running a few tenths slower than normal and struggling a little bit with pace and grip. So the car was a little push loose, and we made some changes to try to fix that. And I'm still so new at especially oval track racing, and this is really my first full-time year in Legends, that I'm still learning a lot about, how the car is supposed to feel. But we made a change. It went backwards for us. And I'm running very consistent lap times. 15.2s are my fast laps. 15.3s are kind of like the normal race lap tonight at Star for me. And I can show you that on the screen of my lap times versus the leaders. And so when we make a change, because I'm so consistent with the lap times, it's very clear what's happening, if it's better or worse. And that's one thing I'm really enjoying about the oval track racing experience so far, is we make a change to the car, you go out there, and within 5-6 laps, you're like, ooh, it's better or it's not. It's different with road course racing because you make a change, and there's so many different corners in a road course, and so many different braking zones and wheel input and all the stuff that, maybe it's a little bit better in one corner, but it's not as good as in the other corner. And ultimately, lap time is what tells you if you've gone in the right direction or not. And lap time is the ultimate deciding factor in oval track racing as well. But you immediately see that change, feel that change, and say, ooh, it did this. And you can kind of keep that in your notebook for the next time.
I'll try.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Here's the wife wishing me good luck for the final race. That was the heat race. We're going into the feature. We got good old Uncle Darren coming by and giving fist bumps to people. His son Grayson is racing in Legends this year. Starting out, he's been racing Bandoleros for quite a while, and this is his first season in Legends cars. Big jump, big difference. And there's actually another person, another young girl who was racing Bandoleros who made the jump to Legends, and you'll see her in this race as well. So this is the start of the feature race. 16 cars here tonight, qualified P10. We're going to pick up a few spots right off the bat here. It's kind of exciting. So we went back to the original setup, which I thought felt much better. So here we go. It probably would have been a tenth faster earlier, which would have put me up a few spots. So I think, I started a little further back than I'm not going to say I deserve to, but maybe my normal pace would have been, I think. And so we moved up from 10 to 9 to 7 now. And I think we're going to kind of get stuck here. I was kind of gaining on the cars ahead, at least initially. And then I started pushing the car maybe a little harder, trying to, because I was gaining on them a little bit. So you're chasing a rabbit, so you start pushing, pushing and pushing, and that kind of leads to slightly overdriving the car, and maybe going a little slower than I should have been. But yeah, so I'm running really consistent times, and then when we make those changes and it changes it for positive or negative in the lap times, it's clear to see what's going on. And this is a road course car. Like I've said before, this is my road course car. It's my only car, and it's set up primarily for road course. And what I've done to set it up for oval track racing is basically just add some positive camber on the left front wheel. So normally with a road course car, you want negative camber on both sides because you're turning both directions, and oval course, you're only turning left, so you're having both wheels kind of lean to the left. So when you go into the corner and the bank corner, that they're both kind of more flat as the car rolls over, and so you can maximize the grip on the front end. I haven't really made any other changes. I mean, we changed the springs. I shouldn't say that. So we changed the springs, kind of the recommended oval setup, because I'm not an oval guy. I didn't want to change everything to make it very oval specific, so I can change it back to road course quickly and easily, because we're going to be racing at Thompson actually next weekend, the road course there. And there's that driver I was talking about, young girl who just started, and this is her first ever Legends race, as far as I understood it. So she's kind of taking it easy, staying on the outside, letting people go by, getting more comfortable with the car, being out there with the other drivers and going fast. Big, like I said, big jump from the Bandoleros, which is essentially a go-kart, to one of these cars, which is just an adult go-kart, if you ask me. But they just have a lot more power. You actually have to use the brake for the corner. With the Bandoleros, I think they're only lifting or very slightly using the brake. The Bandoleros still do about 70 miles an hour, I think, on the straightaway. But just, I've never driven one, but as far as I understand it, it's a lot easier to drive. So if I continue oval track racing, which I'm having a good time with it, I think we're going to bring the car up to the Go Motorsports shop, and we'll do some additional things to make it more of an oval track car. And I think that's going to gain me a little bit of time. And I say that because I had Jake Kelly, who is the race leader and last year's champion. He drove the car earlier in the day during the practice session, and he was only able to turn a 15.2 as his fastest lap, which is exactly what I was able to turn in the car. Now, granted, he's not as comfortable with the car. It's not his car, this, that, the other. There's excuses, but my point is that he didn't instantly just go faster in the car. And so I think the setup is roughly as good as, the car is roughly as good as it's going to be. Of course, I'm sure I could find another 10th. So, but I think we're missing a little bit of the setup, and these tires are also about, at this point, 175, 200 laps old, because I've done a lot of practice laps during early bird practice sessions with them. But I don't think the tires are actually holding me back. Funny enough, the tires seem to last a lot longer on the oval track than they do on the road course. So the laps are just winding away here. I'm in no man's land. They've gotten away. I'm starting to drive a little bit slower. I'm doing 15.3, 15.4s. Again, I'll show the lap times on the screen. As you can see that we're not that far off the leader's pace. It's just that they've gotten away. I wasn't able to beat up there. And, I'm a tick off the times, absolutely. So hopefully we can get that sorted. Be a little bit more competitive, but still very happy with running 7th in a 16-car field. This night, we had a few extra cars come up from the Seekonk area. Seekonk Raceway in Rhode Island has their own contingent of Legends cars that usually race on Friday nights as well. This week, they were not racing, so some of their fast guys had come up here, and most of those guys, I think, are in front of me right now. Up there fighting with a couple of the regulars, Jake Kelly, David Stone, always fast. They're usually the guys winning. Jake Kelly's in the lead right now. I think David Stone was having an issue with his car. I think they might have a bent rear end or a bent part in the car, and they were just struggling, but he's still running up front. And I'm sorry, I don't know the gentleman from Seekonk that came up, so can't really comment on what they're doing besides being fast. So we had a caution come out, and we're going to get going here again for a green, white, checkered finish. So unfortunately, I'm going to lose that spot on the start, just not up on the bumper of the car in front of me. Not as aggressive as I probably should have been for a green, white, checkered. I should have definitely been pushing. And I did get pushed in one of these corners here from the back a little bit. So just staying low and defending my position. Don't want to lose another one. There's the white flag. It's obvious I'm not going to be able to make the move here in the last corner. So P8 is where we're going to end up. And it was another great experience at the oval track. I mean, it almost went completely green to the end. No major wrecks. As far as I could see, people were respectful. I'm sure there was a little bumping and banging here and there, but that's oval track racing, you know. Had a great night, and I'd like to thank everybody that makes this happen for me. iRacing, obviously, number one. Great company to work for, and I have fun doing it and bringing my real-life racing experience to the sim. Go Motorsports Shop for, you know, setting the car up and giving me advice and helping me through the weekend. Even though I'm struggling a little bit with the setup, I think we know that it's just basically because we're not going full oval track with this car, because we're just going to convert it back to road course for next weekend. And then my wife for putting up with me and reminding me that it's just for fun all the time and letting me spend the money to go do this. So had another good run, and next weekend we'll be at Thompson Speedway for a road course race, and you'll see another video after that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.